Imzaia, look at me and tell me what you see. You ain't seen the best of me yet. Give me time, I'll make you forget the rest. Where is the first question, for God's sake? You have a question? You come sit over here, my love.
Ik ga in het Nederlands.
Dat is oké.
Eigenlijk zijn al mijn vragen vandaag beantwoord.
God damn it.
Maar ik wil toch iets vertellen. Gisteren gebeurde er iets eigenaardigs. Mijn digitale wekker deed het niet meer.
God damn it.
Die stond te flikkeren. En elektriciteit en batterij, dat bracht niet op. Die batterij was pas nieuw. Het digitale gaf nog maar een paar aanwijzingen. Oké. Ik ga naar de winkel, ik koop een andere digitale wekker. Juist hetzelfde. Ik dacht, dat kan niet. Intussen was mijn computer uitgevallen, een telefoon was uitgevallen. Ik bel naar de telenetlijn. Met de lijn was alles in orde. Ik dacht, ik moet dat op een andere manier gaan doen. En ik heb gesproken tegen mijn wekker. En die ging terug.
What are you, insane?
Wel,
Yes, you are. That's good.
ik stel de vraag, is dat tegenwoordig de manier waarop dat we gevraagd worden om te gaan met de dingen?
Yes. In the past you had the horse whisperer. Now you have the alarm clock whisperer. It will be a major motion picture. Starting you. And yes, it is the way of handling things these days. Treat your objects like they are subjects. Talk to them. Communicate with them. It will work. For it is also frequency. It is also part of your field of energy. So if you communicate with it, you are actually communicating with parts of yourselves. You understand?
Yes.
And it will continue to be this way. It will continue to get worse. Today it was just your technology. Wait until all your paintings fall off the walls all at once.
Wel, als mijn huis in elkaar valt, dan is het heel goed.
Well, this is indeed the way.
Ja. Thank you.
Thank you. What, you are going without giving a hug? Come here, you rascal. Mila. Thank you. So, Akunaya, I better go.
You fucked up my mind.
Oh yes! I love to fuck you.
Still I have a question, but why is it told that you need two Imzaia to create? That there is a connection between the frequency fields?
Is this like a joke? Why do you need two? How many Imzaia do you need to change a light bulb?
It's not why did you tell someone?
Yes.
I was confused by that.
And when were you confused?
Because I thought that we can do it alone.
Yes,
We are the creators.
Yes, you are.
We create reality, everything.
Yes. But what you are talking about right now is something that was said a very long time ago. That if you are going into your creative power, at first you will first start creating things that only you will see, and then there will come a time when you will create things that someone else will also see. So what is happening then is that someone else is actually acknowledging your creative ability.
That I understand, but it had to do with the magnetic fields that they had, the connection points were necessary to create.
Yes.
And that was confusing.
Why was it confusing?
Why do I need connection points with another magnetic field?
Isn't the other magnetic field also part of you? Isn't the other person also part of you?
Can I ask for the magnetic fields of the other?
Why should you do that?
Because if you need the interconnection of the magnetic field.
Yes, but have you forgotten that you are on a planet which also has a magnetic field? So
Yes.
if you are doing it alone, if you are playing with creating alone, then basically you can just use the magnetic field which is all around you, which is Gaia itself. And you can use that to have the connection points between what your magnetic field is creating and the way reality needs to respond to that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was one thing. And I have a question, I don't know, but gravity and magnetic field. It feels like something like that. It feels like a play.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity
And
magnetics. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me more about this?
Well, it is two conditions of the same energy.
Yes.
You knew
But
this.
but what's the difference?
The difference is that one is serious and the other one is not. Really.
Okay.
Gravity is very grave indeed. It is keeping things in form. Magnetics is what is taking shape around the form. I will tell you a little story.
Yeah.
Not about Martha. A very good friend of all of us, which is a fascinating person indeed. His name is Eckhart Tolle. Yes. At one
Power of
point,
now,
at one point he was giving a lecture in Germany, and none of you would know this because you weren't there. Neither were we. But we have had dinner with him the other day on an energetic level, so he has told us this story, which we will now tell you. At one point, Eckhart, which is a very good lover, by the way, he went into nature and he saw flower, right?
Yes.
And as he was looking at flower, he knew that this flower was in fact the energy of stillness, that it was immobile. The only things that happened was it reacting to the elements of wind and sunshine and the earth beneath it and the water that was keeping it alive, basically. All the rest of this flower was existing in stillness. Now, if you look at this, and if you look at a flower long enough, you will see that there is a field existing around the flower, which is also stillness. A flower demands silence to exist. And if you look at this energy, what the flower is teaching you, you can actually take any energy of you and go to the place around it. So that when you are angry, which is keeping you out of creation, for instance, you can acknowledge the sensation of this anger, and at the same time, you can exist in the space around it. For the space around it is also you. Now, the space around the flower is the magnetics of the flower. The substance of the flower is the gravity of the flower. It is what is keeping it in shape. So if you are angry, for instance, then the gravity is what is keeping you connected to your anger. If you go beyond it, if you go around it, then you will have the magnetics of being angry, which can transmutate at any given point. You have no idea why I just told you this story, do you?
No.
Thank God. For I have no idea either. But are you still confused?
Yes, but it was a very interesting story.
Thank you.
Can I ask a last question?
You can ask any question you want.
Why does my shoulder not heal? What does it prevent from
Well,
healing?
why do you think we told you this story just now?
Is this anger?
It is anger, but
It's frustration.
it is also pain.
Yes.
And you can do the same thing with pain that you can do with the stillness of a flower. You go to a space around the pain. And if you go to the space around the pain, you are actually in the magnetic field of what you call pain. And once you are connected to the magnetic field, then you can use your creative power to change the gravity of the pain. You see?
But gravity in my mind, but I have to be my consciousness, I know.
Thank
but,
God.
Has this something to do with the three-dimensional world, putting every shape into
A form. Yes.
form, 3 dimensions?
A shape is a place of energy. A form is a place of matter. So indeed, it is all about taking the shapes and putting them into form, but when you put them into form, you actually also acknowledge the other shapes that is it.
Okay.
And if you do that, then no form will ever be stable. And what you want is an unstable form to create all of the theories that you are trying to create. And if you can find unstable form, unshaped form, then you will find a way to do all those experiments, Akonaya, that you are wanting to do. For this deals with magnetics, it deals with gravity, and as such it deals with love. And love is what is around the field that is around the flower. You see?
Universal love.
Yes.
Love.
Yes,
you
for
call
this
it.
is the universe of the flower that you see.
And via my universal love, I can connect with that
It is
field.
you.
It is me.
It is you, yes. It is always you.
You are me.
I am you, baby. Oh, yes.
Thank you, Kuthumi.
I want you to want me. Come here. You are such a special lady, and a special man too. So when are you going back? Because you have asked 3 questions, this allows us the chance to ask you a question. When are you going back to Africa? Aha. For this is where the experiments will work.
You mean that?
Of course I mean it. This is where the experiments will work, because that place, the essence of that place, has not forgotten about the things I have just told you about. It knows. If Gaia had a soul, that is where it would be. You see? It is the soul of planet Earth. This is
what
Africa.
I feel in Africa.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
You got more than you bargained for, didn't you? So, anyone else? Ah, there she is walking down the street singing Doodle Ladini. Radio Cosmos broadcasts daily.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I have a question.
Well, that's
about,
why you are here. Yes.
About, am I going too fast in certain things? Because
No, you're not.
it's kind of hard.
You're not going too fast. You're going at just the right speeds. Really. What you are feeling is the fear of flight. What you are feeling right now is what I notice a lot in nature. In nature you have these things called birds. We have been talking about that today, right? Mm-hmm. And when a bird is born, it actually stays in its nest for a long, long time. And at a certain point, the mother, which would be Gaia in this case, she would actually be forced to push you over the edge so that you can jump down and you can spread your wings and fly. Every single bird in nature has a fear of flight because it has never done so before. And until it does, then it understands that flight is its most natural thing ever. You are standing on the edge of the bird's nests. And Gaia is about to kick you out into the world. And so, as you will fall, you will also remember that you can fly. If you don't remember, you will smack your face on the ground.
It's not a very good option.
Do you see the visual? Yes? You don't want to see that visual. But you will remember to fly, child. Mm-hmm. Remember this. You will always remember to fly. All you have to do, and this is Jeshua telling me this, is asking so many goddamn questions. You need to stop asking questions. Mm-hmm. And you need to just fly. For you see, if the bird standing on the edge of the nest, ready to jump, would keep asking its mother about the gravity and the speed it would fall if it actually falls, and what the air is made of, and all those things, it would go into its mind and it would never fly.
Mm-hmm.
All you need to trust is that you are the creator of your universe, and when you jump, metaphorically speaking, the universe will respond. The wind will be there underneath your wings. You see? So you can never go too fast. If you are being driven to go this fast, then this is as fast as you need to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you are going from a place of identity into a place of energy. And if you go there, then you will notice that the questions are gone. And don't blame yourself because you are asking so many questions and you have this much fear. You see, the great ones who will end up being the great ones always immerse themselves in gravity at first, always immerse themselves into society and to all the fear of society so that they can understand. I see you, my dear, at one point standing in front groups of people who are going to ask you if they are going too fast, who want to know the answers from you, and you will say the exact same thing. Just fly, just fly. And this is when the master inside of you will awake. I believe in you so much, and so do all of the others. Now can we kick you out?
Yeah, I guess.
Out of the nest.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know one thing about those tears? Do you know why I love your tears? It is because the energy of fluidity of water, it's starting to move in your body, you see. That is why the tears are coming. That is why you have so many tears, uncontrollable at times at late. Doesn't matter. Just trust that you are who you need to be. I would say trust the process, but the process is in fact over. It's just time to take a last look behind you, into the nest that you have always been in, into the comfort zone that you have always been in, and then look around you. See the sky, the infinite sky. Think of what it must be like if you can actually spread your wings and touch one of those clouds up there. How wonderful that will be. Trust yourself. Was that all you wanted to ask?
Actually, I should say yes.
If you've listened to a word, we said yes.
Okay.
Love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And listen to what we have said before. Find the frequencies of all of these things and trust your instinct to know what they are. No one can tell you about predefined shapes. No one can tell you about predefined geometry. All you need to do is find it for yourself. And you know what? It will probably look different for you than it will for her or him. It will look different. And you know what? That is the beauty in the eye of the beholder. It is a beauty, a thing of joy forever.
But sometimes it's just so locked up that I feel not able to do that.
Then go around the being unable. Go around the inability. You will get to ability.
Mm-hmm.
If you just change the magnetics in the field around it. People so often identify themselves with their emotions and with all of these feelings. And if you just go to the place around it, you will see that you are so much more. And I see a master in you. I know you very well.
Okay.
And dare to be different. Dare to be different 5 minutes from now. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can we hug now? Come sit here. Ah, yes. Huggy, huggy. Don't be afraid, little one. Because you are bigger than you think. Now, fly. We've got time for 1,000 more questions. No? Anyone else? Come hither. That's a beautiful moonstone.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I have a question about people who are resistant of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do?
Well, the biggest part of this question is something that I or any of the others will answer you when we are alone. Because it is very personal. It is about you and the connections you have to the universe. And it is about fear. Fear living inside of you. Fear living outside of you. But again, we would not do it to you to answer this in public. We will take our time to do this when you are alone. Well, with us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. It will all be fine. You have just taken a big step. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Come here. You do understand we're not just shoving you away, right? Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Hello.
I will tell it in Nederlands.
Okay.
Vorige week zijn we naar de kust geweest.
You and I?
No. Me and my husband.
Okay.
And we visited a monastery. I have different special experiences. It was nice. We zijn dus naar die abdij geweest, Dunnenabdij.
Mm-hmm.
Die heeft nogal een geschiedenis. En op een bepaald moment heb ik echt heel veel beginnen voelen, verschillende... En ik kan er niet aan uit. Voor wat. En ik heb daarna geprobeerd om een beetje energie te laten vloeien. En vanuit mijn hart... hoe moet ik dat zeggen? Liefde te sturen. En daarna ging dat beter.
Okay. And you want to know why this happened?
Yes.
Well, it is very simple. We have already told you, the others have already told you, that you carry crystal energy. Now, what you are not aware of is your beauty. You are not aware of the beauty of your energy and your frequencies. When you go into a place, you actually do the same things as some other masters have done on this planet. Your very feet, your very presence is changing the structure and the frequencies of the place. What you are processing at such a point is all the old energy of that place, which is pouring inside of you to go down through you and to be resolved. Actually, I would not want this for myself, what you are going through, because it is not very easy.
No.
You don't need to do it. You are doing it, but you don't need to do it. You can also request a place to do it itself. You don't need to identify with it. You see?
I don't know how to do it otherwise. I think I always done it that way. That the energy came through me, and then I don't know another way to do it.
Well, Let us give you another way. You are crystal energy.
Yes.
This means that everything that you are will absorb everything else around you.
Yes.
What you can do now is actually go outside of the grid in the way that we have talked about before, and you can remodulate your own energy. What we mean is that you can leave the grid.
Yes.
When you came in, there was crystal energy available. Only a specific type of crystal energy, which would absorb, as we've told you, and which would then process and push out anything that needed to come out again. Through experiences from the ones such as you and many others, the universe has learned that there are other ways to make the crystal consciousness more at ease and at the same time let the process go on. What you can do is, again, and here we are again with our flower, you can just let the energies of any space come into the space around you. You are now able to put your crystal energy on the next level, so to speak. The children coming in who are crystals today have different type of crystal energy than you. All you need to do is request this type of energy. It's like an update, which you can do on your computer.
Yes.
It's the same with you. You can ask for an update. Will we give you one now?
Okay.
Take our hand. Just close your eyes. And just go to a place of love and joy. Become aware of the energy inside of you and what it feels like. This is your gravity, your form. Now, go to the place surrounding you. Beautiful. Stay here for a while. Okay. Now, connect yourself to that place which you call the central sun. That was fast. And just request the update of your own energy. It will be called rainbow crystal. Let it come inside of you. Good. Good. Now, place this energy that used to be you, the level 1 crystal energy, so to speak, place it in the stillness field around you. There you go. I'm going to ask you to do one more thing. Connect your heart to the energy field around you. This way, you will always feel what is going on as you transform places where you go and walk. But you will not be immersed in it. It will not overpower you. Now think of a song. Open your eyes and sing it.
We are the world.
In the next few days, you will feel certain stress points on your on your skull here, here, and here, and probably on your back as well. This is just the new energy connections that will be made in the coming days.
Okay.
But now you should have a party. That's all you need to do.
Yes.
And this is why it is happening. But this is over now. Are you okay?
Yes.
It will take some time. It will take some time to get this new energy inside of you.
I have another question.
Yes.
Een tijd, hier, wat jaren terug, 2 jaar of zo, of 3 jaar. Op een bepaald moment had ik bijna een ongeluk. En ik had juist kunnen stoppen en die mens ook, maar ik heb mijn eigen, ik denk dat dat mijn eigen was, in een energievorm zie ik eruit schieten en ik had het hele beeld wat er had kunnen gebeuren.
This is correct.
Was dat het moment dat ik had moeten vertrekken? Of,
It's not the moment you had to go. It's a moment you could have gone.
En was ik dat of was dat een engel? Of,
That was you.
that
But
was
what
beautiful.
Yes, it is. I told you are beautiful. And your energy is more beautiful than you can imagine.
Yes.
Even what you saw was just a reflection of who you really are. But what happened there is the changing of potentials. In fact, that accident that was supposed to happen, it would have happened. The reason why your energy shape left your form is to twinkle with the magnetic field around it, so that the potentials could be changed, so that the accident wouldn't be lethal. And that's what happened.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
And you have done it several other times as well. But not for you, for other people.
Oh, I love my life.
You should love your life.
Okay.
Give us a hug. Thank you. Now you go and be the rainbow, okay?
Yes. Okay.
We have time for one final question. Come on over. Not without me.
It's a big party,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, just leave them. They will get a room eventually.
Ik doe het in Nederlands.
Oké.
Ik heb dus de connectie van die ik in Egypte had zo sterk gevoeld de afgelopen weken. Erg beleefd. En dan zie ik steeds die beelden van die klok. Is het de bedoeling echt dat ik daarheen ga? En zo ook met Mount Shasta. Of kan ik dat ook vanuit mijn plek in het bos doen, bij wijze van spreken? Of is het echt belangrijk dat ik naar die stukken toe ga?
You could do it on an energy level,
Yes.
but traveling there is more fun.
Okay.
But you can do it on energy level.
Yes,
Yes.
I understand. Okay, thank you.
That was quick.
Yes.
Come here.
Okay.
Tit for tat. Thank you so much. Good. It is time that we close off for today. Imzaia today has taken shape completely differently than the others expected. Even what you and the other one expected has turned out quite differently today. This is because we have now shared with you a great truth. It is the most simple truth you will ever learn. It is also the most important one. Everything you will ever need to know about shifting your life, changing your life, can all be found in what we have told you today. But there is an even better place where you can find it over and over and over again. It is in what you have felt today. The laughter you have had today, the joy. In all of those things, you will find the greatest truth ever. If you are able, in any given moment, to find the joy, to find the laughter, and to find the love, your life, as you know it, is over. The mind, as you know it, is over. And this is not a hard process. It is not something you master after 7 years of study, like someone very silly called Adamus Germain once did. It is in fact very, very easy. If you just want to change it, you can. Begin this today. Next time you are being confronted with someone you don't like, or a situation you don't like, or content in your life which you do not like, just think of the flower. Just think of the field around the flower and be that. This is what Jeshua once meant when he just said, be the flower, be the dolphin, be the whale, be all of these things. Always be the field around it. You will find magnetics there, you will find consciousness there, you will find anything that you will need there. Imzaia, the world is shifting, tremendously so. The next few weeks will be an even bigger shift. You will notice that everything you thought to be true will start crumbling down around you. It will first begin with religion. And the first religion to crumble will be Christianity. Why? Because you will find out truths about the Yeshua that were once unknown. Truths about his liberal attitude, his freedom, the way in which he loved anyone, whether they be male or female, no matter what. Once this truth is coming out, and it is coming out in several papers that will be found, written by the Peter, but also written by the Mary, and some others to come out that have been written by the Magdalene and by the Yeshua himself. These will be revealed. And you will notice what this will do to your Christian church. It will bring out other supposed secrets. And as this one crumbles, other religions will go as well, for they will not be able to stay silent. People will no longer stay silent. Now you need to know that when this happens, and I'm telling you this quickly while the others are not here, you need to know that when this happens, a great truth will be revealed. Namely, that the most money ever to be held in one place is Vatican City. These are investors in most of the world's largest companies today. I'm talking about Microsoft, I'm talking about Coca-Cola, I'm talking about so many other companies. So once religion goes, and it will go, you will see the economy start to change. And as the economical situation of this earth changes, so will politics. And when these three pillars are gone, a phoenix will arise. And it will be you. I'm not talking about the Imzaia. I'm talking about humanity. Humanity will once again resurface. I cannot tell you much more, for I'm being, well, I shan't say blocked, but others are asking me to consider their opinions as well. So I cannot tell you more. But just know that what happens in the coming months and in the coming 3 years tops will be all right. Just stay in the now. Just keep listening to the birds and be open to change. That's all you need to do. Be open to the change of the monetary system. Be open to change about peace in the world, about what it means for you to be. If you know what it is to be, then you will not worry yourselves with what was and what shall be. Just be. One thing I can tell you, it will be a glorious world. People will actually stop and see the sun shine for once in their lives. And as I say you these last few words, I am once again joined by my good old friend Jeshua, who is actually agreeing with me that this should come out. This is a change. So, dear ones, I, Jeshua, was happy to take a step back today, to let the truth of joy, the truth of love also, and the truth of simplicity come in. Because of my connection to so many people on this planet, it is often difficult for me to speak of the things which I know need to be spoken about. And so I am grateful for Kuthumi, for Kuan Yin, and for Adamus, and for all of you who created a piece of history today. What is going on in your minds right now will not just stay in your minds. It will travel through consciousness. It will spread new ideas into this world. I am grateful that we are once again doing what we have done so many times before on the other 11 planets of free choice. This is the 12th. This is the one that will unlock the keys of all the other 11 previous ones. Just remember, you have done this 11 times before. You can do it again. So can we. And you are loved. You are blessed. You are the ambassadors, the messengers, the ones to spread consciousness just by being who you are. Not by grand words, not by grand deeds. Those will also take place. But just be in the earth, in society. Just open yourselves up to others around you and invite them to hear in you the twitching and the song of the bird. If you can be the bird, if you can be the flower for other people in your lives, you will touch them. Open their frequencies and allow them to hear the laughter of a child again. See what it does to them. And know one thing before I go, before I end this, know that each and every one on this planet Earth can be where you are right now. So never give up on anyone. Never give up on anyone. Never give in to fear. Never think that someone is just insignificant in your lives. For they are not. If someone is in your life, putting content in your consciousness, whether it be good, positive, or bad, negative, annoying, whatever, it is there because it is your frequencies inviting them in for a change. Remember the playing field that Kuthumi has talked about. Remember the grid of universal ego and identity. Remember who you are. Remember where you're going. And remember just to have fun. Yes.
Yes.
And so, Imzaia, in all the love that I could ever give you, I'll now invite you to go out into the world again and to be those things that you have enjoyed today. To be them. Don't think about them, just be them. And so it is.